I'm out here today. What do we even want to talk about? I don't know. Let's see what I'm dealing with. More school bus infractions. So they got these school buses now, right? And I was driving down the road, I remember it vividly, and I'm abreast of the school bus and the sign goes out. And I would just have no time to stop. By the time I clear the school bus, like the kids aren't even off the bus yet. And sure enough, in the mail, I get another $250 ticket. And I say another one because this happened a couple months ago on the highway, a 4-lane highway. The school bus had stopped way on the other side. Didn't even see it. But because I got that in the mail, I was more aware of these school buses. And I think that's the whole point, is that people are just aware of these school buses. So you don't hit kids, don't run school, stop signs. But I don't know, man. I guess I could go back and forth on that because it did make me more aware. So it did work. But now it's just every time I see a fucking school bus, it's just like slow way the hell down, just fucking be right there on my brakes. So I guess it works. Can't really complain about that, I guess. I just want to be reasonable. As long as it passes like a reasonable man metric, like this past one was not reasonable. I think they got some work to do on that. Um, it's crazy. I've been making these videos, and some of the things that I've talked about, the administration started doing, the current Trump administration, which is fucking awesome. And I'm just like, I'm gonna keep making these videos. I'm sure my videos had everything to do with their decisions that they're making in Washington. But I'm here. I'm here in New York. I plan on being here for the next, man, I got another solid 50 working years, probably more than that in me. And it's just sad what has happened to the state. It's beautiful here. It really is. Like, this winter kind of sucks. It's cold. We haven't had a day above freezing in a while, but springs are nice, summer's nice. Winter ain't so bad if you're dressed for it, but it's beautiful out here. Like, I'm up in the mountains. It's gorgeous. There's a lot of natural resources here. You got your minerals, there's gas, and there's water. I got a lot of water. To my understanding, it's like 40% of the country's fresh waters in New York State. Underground caverns filled with water. It's just cool. You know? My point is that people would move here if the politics weren't the way they are. Like so blue, so constricting of men, young men. That's who I'm fighting for, is young men starting families. I know on this last ballot, they called it the Democratic Party for working families. The Democratic Party is not for working families. I'm a working man trying to support a family, and I would never vote for the Democratic Party. They're not for working people. They're for bums. That's who likes the Democratic Party, is fucking freeloading bums. America was founded by ambitious men who came here seeking a better life, or were born here, and the people who created this country were great men. And how do we do that? We let great men be great men. We don't tell you, oh, because so and so's down here and you're up here, that they have to come up and you have to come down. No, I'm not doing that. I ain't paying for your shit. Um, I'm not doing it. I think a lot of people see that, and that's why they move to red states. Like, if you want to support a family one day, which is the goal for most men, um, then you would want to move to a red state because you get to keep what you earn. There's some red states, Florida, Texas, don't even have an income tax. We can get into income tax. I think that should just totally disappear here. But the amount of programs here, the amount of like nickel and diamond they do here, the taxes, it's the policies that make people not want to live here. And it's sad because, like I said, it is a beautiful state. I could drive around the state for the next 50 years and be like happy in this state. Um, but we need to change the policies here, and I'm here for forever. I can do this forever until I don't know, for a very long time. I would just want to see people prosper, and the way to do that is through less government, less taxes, less regulation. The government's job is to stay the fuck out of our way. If we want to create jobs, we create jobs from the private sector, not the public sector, not the fucking government. 1 in 7 people should not be working for the government. That is insane. When our country was founded 250 years ago, it was 1 in 2,000 people worked for the government. And government also is not a place to build wealth. It is a term of service. You serve. Government is for people that already made it in life in the private sector, and then they come into government to give back. And the paycheck, they should be like, I'll take it or leave it. That's how government should work, and that's how it would work under me. Adjusted for inflation, Congress, back when Congress was created, they'd be making like 25 grand a year. It's just like they didn't care about the money. It wasn't about the money. But now you see Congress people becoming millionaires. They're all becoming millionaires now. It's like that, no. And then they're so detached, they just become so detached from reality. And then they get into these policies that are virtue signaling for, the environment or the downtrodden. Look, man, I'm telling you, I'm downtrodden. I'm downtrodden because of these policies. And I'm telling you, the best thing that these people can do is not try to ride in on their, white horse as these knights in shining armor are saviors. No, just stay the hell out of our way. That is the whole purpose of the American government, is stay out of our way so people pay their taxes. When people pay their taxes, we can support national defense. National defense, that's how we grow our great American dream. Make America great. So that's what I got for today. I appreciate you guys lending an ear, and I'm going to keep doing these. I'm going to keep doing these forever until it sticks, and we make some changes in the state of New York. It's a great state. It's just great people for the most part, kind of, but could have a lot better ones too. We'll just keep doing these videos, and we'll keep talking about the issues, and then hopefully me and then people like me come into positions of power and authority in the government, and we just rip it apart from the inside, and just get rid of the regulations, get rid of the rules, taxes, just basically give it all back to the people.